After spending years building your brand's reputation online, ChatGPT and AI overviews entered the game, and now what? This is the new reality of brand visibility. The problem is, AI is like a black box. How does it decide what to say about you? Hello again, I am Dejimar, and you might remember me from our last video about AI SEO. Today I want to share what we have learned at Hostinger, our own AI SEO playbook, so you can learn from our expertise and make sure your brand is getting cited in the most popular AI models. I will share 3 powerful data-backed strategies that you can use to manage your brand's reputation in the age of AI. We will cover how we use affiliate partners, PR, and Reddit to turn that black box into a predictable advantage. But before you can influence AI, you need to understand what it is learning from. AI doesn't just read your website, it learns from the entire internet. News articles, partner blogs, Reddit threads, everything. Your old SEO tools cannot track this. You need visibility into what AI is actually saying about you and which sources it trusts most. The goal is to control the narrative so AI highlights your strengths, not outdated info or competitor talking points. To solve this, our first step was to find a tool that could act as our AI SEO radar, to keep track of what AI was saying about us and how we could improve that. At Hostinger, we use Profound to track what AI says about us, but whatever tool you choose, make sure it can analyze responses at scale and show you which sources it trusts most. After analyzing thousands of AI responses, we discovered something huge. AI doesn't trust all sources equally. It has its own hierarchy, and once we understood that, everything started to click. AI trusts 3 types of authority above all else. Earned authority from media sources, what I like to call borrowed authority from partners, and community authority from community platforms like Reddit. Figuring this out was our aha moment, and it gave us a resolution, a multi-part AI SEO playbook to influence each of these authority types. Let's get started with these actionable strategies. First, we got the communications playbook for building earned authority. The first tactic, quality over quantity. Traditional PR strategies focus on volume, but AI changed the game. Now it is all about precision. 100 small mentions are worth far less than 1 big mention on a site that AI deeply trusts. So we created a curated list of media outlets that were most frequently cited by AI and focus our outreach there. Here is a pro tip for you. Look for OpenAI's Content Partners, publications that have direct licensing deals with AI companies. A mention from one of these sites is worth its weight in gold. We are linking a list in the description in case that you want to check. Now, getting these mentions is not as easy as getting a backlink. You need to provide real value. Original research data, insights that journalists actually need and would like to cite. The second tactic, become your own fact checker. We used Profound to monitor brand sentiment, and our main change here was moving from passive monitoring to active reputation management. Using the tool, we directly address inaccuracies and negative framing to keep the AI narrative aligned with our brand reality. If we see negative sentiment, like complaints about not having a marketplace when we actually do, we use PR to clarify the truth through trusted media. And when criticism is fair, we fix the issue and then show the data, and we say, here is how we improved. For smaller brands without PR teams, this still works. Check how AI describes your brand. You can use prompts in ChatGPT that your users will actually use. For example, how good is your brand for X purpose? When you find inaccuracies, correct them. Update your website frequently asked questions, publish a short blog post, or post clarifications on social media. AI systems often pull facts from your site and consistent brand messaging, so keeping that accurate really matters. And when you fix a real issue, like slow response times or website bugs, make transparency part of your content strategy. Share how you improve through a short video, tweet thread, or customer story. You don't need a PR machine for that. Just honesty, consistency, and visibility. The next strategy is what we like to call borrowed authority, leveraging the trust that other websites like review sites and expert bloggers have already built. AI trusts them already, so you want to have these affiliates on your team, borrowing their authority to boost your own. We approach this with 2 tactics that can work, whether your brand has a huge marketing department or you are a team of 1. If you work with partners or have an affiliate program set up for your business, it is time to optimize. The first tactic for affiliates is arm your existing partners. If you have partners in this game, now is the time to collaborate and boost your visibility together. They have authority, but it is more than likely that their content was built for human readers and is not optimized for machines. At Hostinger, we shared our own AI-ready playbook with them. It showed them exactly how to structure content for AI, clean comparison tables, feature benefit lists, questions-based headings, formats that AI loves to parse and cite. Okay, so what do you do if you don't have authority partners and you need to start building that relationship? That's where our next tactic comes in. You need to recruit the winners. This is a powerful hack for teams of any size of expertise. Use tools to find the websites that are already being cited by AI for the most relevant prompts to your business, and make sure to look at how often they are being cited. The golden rule is to reach out to websites that own more than 2% of the total citations for that topic. Why? Because this separates the one-hit wonders from the true authorities. It proves that these sites are not going to drop out of responses all of a sudden. They are a consistent go-to source that AI continues to trust, question after question. Once you have identified these strategic partners, your job is to simplify, reach out, and find ways to work together. Rather than work hard to build authority from scratch, you are borrowing it from someone who already has it. For small teams, this is a laser-focused tactic to get big results fast. For a large team, it helps to surgically fill gaps in your visibility. Earned and borrowed authorities are our engines for visibility, and these 4 tactics are what we have used to help increase how often the Hostinger brand gets mentioned across AI-generated responses. Now, let's take a look at building community authority. The first tactic here is engaging in AI-cited threads. Our data show that Reddit is a top source for AI. The models learn from real human conversations, so they can imitate the natural language we use with AI. So, when building our AI SEO playbook, we went directly to the source, with a little strategy to guide us on the way. Using data, we found the exact Reddit threads that were already being cited by AI for the prompts that we were tracking. Then, our team would go into that thread and add a genuinely helpful, completely non-promotional comment. Just like that, Hostinger became part of a conversation that the AI already considered a source of truth, without having to create that authority from scratch. The tactic number 2 is closing the loop. I have saved the very best for last, and it is one of the easiest ways to improve brand sentiment and build authority. When we find a user on Reddit complaining about an issue, we track it, share the feedback with our product team, and once they find a solution, we go back to that original Reddit thread, even if it is months later, and reply to the original comment, "Hey, we heard your feedback and implemented a solution." This immediately turns a public complaint into a powerful story about responsiveness and customer care, future-proofing our brand's reputation on a platform that is known to AI. Now, the AI sees the complaint, a conversation, and a resolution. With a single comment, you have closed the communication loop and created a powerful public record of your brand's responsiveness. Influencing the AI black box is not about simple tricks. You need to build a diverse ecosystem of trust around your brand, and that means earning, borrowing, and building authority using sources that AI trusts. The first step is to understand the landscape of what you're working with. Use a trusted tool to understand what the AI is already saying about your brand. Then, start running your own experiments using the tactics that I have shared here today. Everything we have talked about today has been about your brand, but what about getting your content into those AI responses? Don't worry, we have created a playbook for that too, all about content engineering, and you can learn all about it in the next part of our AI SEO series. So, if you want our data-backed blueprint for creating AI-ready content, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when we upload the next part. If you are just getting started with AI SEO, we have covered the fundamentals in this video right here. It will give you the foundation you need before diving into content engineering, so make sure to watch it next. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.